And here we are, 14, hitting the wall. Okay, let's get into these shots here. Little DN, Dwayne Middlebrook. This is your vision after hitting the wall. Okay, let's take this shot apart. Let's look at it from. I like what you've done with this cool super ultra wide angle lens here to kind of create this very interesting vision. But let's take it to the next point. What do we do about the stuff that brings this shot from being ordinary to being extraordinary? For one thing, we can bring up this light over here so it's not so dark. We can do that in Lightroom or Photoshop or something to bring this up over here. This dead grass in here, what if we cleaned this all up in here, made it kind of green? These rocks down in here, what if we darken those so it didn't just sort of be in our peripheral vision as being just sort of ordinary? So we could actually take this orange and create a pathway through here. We could open up the shadows in here. The air conditioning unit, not much we would want to do with that. I think it's part of the charm of the shot. Then over here, let's bring up this area in here so that we see some of it. So we have a sense that this shot was created. And see this bit of light here? What if we did the same thing over here? We brought a little bit brighter from the back forward here. So this shot was actually created instead of taken. And I think that would make a huge difference in this shot. We have to look at this and go, we've got the beginnings of something pretty cool. But what can we do to make this shot different, better, hopefully more interesting than anyone else with that same lens who stood here and took the shot? Do you see what I'm saying? Because anyone who has that lens could stand here and take this shot. I mean, yes, Dwayne, you saw it and you chose it, and that makes that makes it yours intentionally. And there's a lot of intention in the photograph. I understand that. But once that is over, then how do you as a photographer differentiate yourself with that? Okay, you are totally out. First one is chocolate. Here's the shadows show much the hit the wall, and even the shadows did not. Okay, I'm not crazy about the chocolate. I don't know if the chocolate does what you want it to do. GKMB. As far as natural light, you can do so much with natural light. Don't feel that natural light is a ugly stepchild to lighting. It's not. You can use the same fill cards and shadow cards and flags and soft light that we do in the studio. You can use that outside. You need to build a scrim because this direct hard light here is just it's kind of flat. Well, maybe there is a scrim. I don't know. Something's going on here. It's just a little bit of a soft edge to this right here. But I think we could really make this so much stronger by really using our light to full effect. Really using the light to full effect. I like this better than the chocolate. Chocolate's a little dark, doesn't tell the story. This tells the story pretty well. And we got to get those diffusers and scrims. If you don't have any idea about those, hit my YouTube channel. That's YouTube, and I'm at WizWow on YouTube, and go through some of the things there. You're going to find I've got some daylight shooting product with daylight and scrims made out of shower curtain, or just even you can even make them out of a couple of layers of silk if you want to. So check that out. F11. I love this. This is hitting the wall from the wall's perspective. Nicely done. Post-processing is, I think, exactly right for this kind of shot. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. The backlight, the white backlight, is right at the point where it's starting to flare, which I think for a shot like this is right. I think the flare, especially like right up in here in the fingers, we're starting to let it flare out. I think the flare there and along here and along the shirt gives it a sense of dynamic possibilities or dynamic response to the light that makes it a little bit more powerful. You're very clever with the glasses all bent up around here too. Really well done. Good job. Blue lace daisy. Okay. Okay, blue lace. Here, I love this hitting the wall. If that's the headline on this thing, which is of course what the headline was going to be all along, hitting the wall. We're showing the aftermath. Now, here's the thing: when we're doing work like this, this could appear easily in something like a pharmaceutical or a medical trade journal or something. So this type of shot is definitely could be done there. Here's what we have to look at for making this work. We've got to iron the sheet. The sheet can't have the wrinkles in it because we're going to see the wrinkles so much more than even in real world wrinkled world. Carefully putting this on here to lead the eye up to the face would work. Not making it so high. It looks like the little girl's got her arm. I don't know. It looks like it's down there. But this is so high that our natural light, which I believe this is window light, our natural light is starting to shadow her face. And since that face is the point of our shot, we've got to bring that up. Now you could go into Lightroom and just lighten her face up. Get this part of her face to be the same as that part of her face there. In fact, maybe bring the whole shot up about a half a stop. Along this arm, this is where a nice fill card could go to add some light to this part of her arm so it doesn't just go so dark. This is the shot, and yet this part of the shot is being overshadowed by this light area on the bed sheet and all these wrinkles that just grab your eye because lightest against darkest, those things happen in these shots. I love your idea. I think the concept is right on. We're just going to have to remember that from this corner to that corner, from that corner to this corner, you own what's in the frame. That's all you. And making sure that this little area doesn't show. We just have a pillow up here. I kind of like how the pillow scrunches into her head, by the way. I think that's kind of fun. I'd play that. I'll play off of that. But all of what's in here is your responsibility. So this liner turning inside out and doing things like that, that's stuff you've got to make it perfect. That's why professional photographers get paid, is because we make it perfect. If the art director doesn't want it perfect, okay, that's okay. Then we can make it as imperfect as they want it. But remember that we're making it imperfect. We're not letting the imperfections just be there. There's a big difference. Okay. Christine hitting the wall. I really like it, Chris. Nice that you did this in the backyard with your lights out there and created a kind of a studio environment. I think it's kind of fun. I really like the fact that you chose a bright colored shirt. The backlight on the water, the side light on the water is really fun. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Just one light, right? Yes. Yeah, a wall of water is excellent. This is what you do. You always you always research the concept. You always go out and go, okay, well, I got to do this. What am I going to do? How am I going to make this work? You always research the concept, and generally, when you do that, you're going to find one or two items or ideas that are just always there. Those are fine. Those are safe routes to go. And a couple of the folks on the Pro went with the actual, the fist hitting a wall. But what they also did on the Pro is they did it with their own twist to it. So you can take the cliche and do it. Just got to kind of change it up a little bit. That's fine. But it's always good to think it through. And I like how you came up with the concept of a wall of water. Cool. And a beer shot, pretty cool. Damian Powell, pugilist. So this is a point of view shot. So we're going right from the camera, the point of view of the pugilists themselves, getting ready to hit this wall. I have, I like your little spotlight back here, very clever, really lighting it up. And I like the light on this glove. This glove just needs to be more. We've got to bring this, we've got a nice highlight running in here. I think you could Lightroom this and Photoshop it and get this up. This is so dark that when we first look at it, we don't know what it is, and we don't get that it's point of view because there's such a difference between the two items. It almost looks like this is something over there and this is something totally unrelated to it. So as we're doing this, we've got to keep these things in mind. How do things show relationship to each other? And how do they not show relationship to each other? And that's what we've got to watch here. Good concept. This part of it really works. This part of it really doesn't. So that's what we got to work on. Suki B. Blow bubbles towards a stone wall. What a fun concept. Wow. Nicely done too. The bubbles got all the bubble colors, as I call it, and the stone wall looks large and menacing. I like your composition a lot. Yeah, and sometimes you gotta yeah, you do probably get a lot of funny looks when you're blowing bubbles and there's no kids around. But you know what? You made a neat photograph. You made good art here. This is solid. I like everything about this Suki B, especially the concept. Ivan, I hit a wall when I can't decide on the lighting. So he lights it this way. There we go. Very cool. Very interesting photograph, Ivan. Very interesting self-portrait too, by the way. Very iconoclastic, my friend. I like that. Simply zoomed in, huh? Well, there you go. There you go, hitting the wall. Tracy Sutherland, absolutely awesome idea and fun concept. And look what you did. You solved the problem. You got that many kids in one place to show up. I think that's fantastic. I think, it's funny, and, having a couple of the kids who have hit the wall already, tumbling back here is fantastic, is wonderful. I like, she's out. She's in the act of falling down, and the other ones are in various points of hitting the wall. What a great and fun shot. Nicely done, nicely concepted, and you got all the kids to do a great job. There you go. More like that. More like that, Tracy. Absolutely. Tammy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, look at this. Wow, and it's not a composite. This is technical hard work and well done. The lighting that you've used here, you've used your ambient really well. So you're just kicking up a little bit. Okay, you're using the flash on the wall, so that bouncing off the walls, giving you a little kicker on the face. I love the fact that we can see on the other side to the what is it, jewelry box over there, and that we can see this end of the wall. And little things always knock me out. I love these little weeds or whatever these little tall things are. In fact, I think I would actually go into Photoshop and bring these up a little bit so we see a little bit more of them. I like how they break into the darkness over there. and then using the darkness on this side and the darkness on this side to set that jewelry box up. Tammy, that's a fun shot. Really well done. That's Tammy, I guess. Really well done. Very good. Solid shot. Great idea. I know you were struggling with it, and you made it work. Thad G, a literal interpretation. He's coming right through the wall with his fist. Fun. Good compositing. If it is compositing, it looks like it is. It looks like, I don't know what that background is that he's coming through there. It looks like sand, actually, to me, or some sort of interesting decaying wall or something there. Yeah, there you go. You know what could really work, and I'm actually thinking cartoony, but a little motion blur from this hand coming back, right here in this part of the shadow, maybe a little right here, just a little motion blur could give it that feeling of just punching through. Clever and a very good concept worked out. Hitting the wall. Hanson, this is a very nice shot. I like how you've blended over the guy so that he becomes part of the wall, even though he's painting the wall. And this is really well done. This is a good concept. It's lit well. The story's told, and it's something that's interesting. And Hanson, that's what you got to do. We have to make photographs that are so interesting that people stop and look at them. That's what our clients want us to do. We're not consumer photographers on Lighting Essentials, even though I know we have some consumer shooters on here. That's fine, and I know all of those folks are learning lots too. But the point of Project 52 is commercial, and when we create a photograph, our customer is banking that we're going to create a photograph that if someone sees it in a magazine or on a website, they're going to stop and click on it or read the copy that's around it. That's the point of the photograph, to draw in the viewer. This picture draws in the viewer very well, and very much like what you did with it. Really do. Good job. Oh, and that's it. Oh my. We are really light on Project 52 Essentials. We're going to have to do something about that, but I don't know what it's going to be. So once again, if you know somebody who could benefit from it, let them know. I appreciate you being here, folks. Great work. Thank you so much.